Alright. Decided to start early, because I could. So a bit of a preamble for people who might not know what this is. I have spent the last 3 months beating Wizard 101 with only spells Morganthe has used in the game. This is the last quest, the final boss fight of that challenge run. Defeating Morganthe as Morganthe. This is the deck we're going in with. This is the deck we've been using in the streams. It is Morganthe's Tier 3 Polymorph deck with the Death-approved Shadow spells of Dark Shepherd and Shadow Shepherd. Those are the ones that Death uses. As well as the literal Morganthe attack of Morganthe through 3. We have a bit of a task ahead of us. This is a hard boss fight. This is my treasure card deck. I have maxed out. I have 8 blades, 8 feints, some extra amplifies and death traps in there. Treasure card versions of Dr. Von's Monster, which does 900 fucking lifesteal. Lots of Scarecrows, and a couple Black Widows for shield removal if necessary. So we thought a lot of this out. So let's go over our opponent here. First things first. We're not fighting a singular Morganthe. We are fighting 4. This is Morganthe Death, which is considered the main version of Morganthe, and I agree, since Morganthe is canonically a necromancer. There's also the Balance version, the Ice version, and the Storm version. We have to fight all 4 of them at once, and they all have a crap load of HP. With the weakest one being the Storm one. Hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. This will be the final Morganthe only challenge stream. It ends today one way or another. So assessing all of the enemies that we have to fight. The most problematic one, by far, is the balanced one. It's not even close. Having access to Raw has been consistently a pain in the ass the entire game. Sabretooth can put shields on themselves. So if we're going to take out one first, it's going to be the balanced one. The Ice one also can stun us with Frost Giant, but the Storm is pretty neutral. It does no Enfeeble, but I find most enemies who know Enfeeble will never cast it to remove all my blades. Now the Death one has one annoying aspect to it. The Death Morganthe. The Death Morganthe is immune to prisms. You can't prism her. And for people who don't play Wizard 101, that means I cannot convert my death damage to life damage to bypass their resistance. What that means is we have to brute force this 80% resist the old-fashioned way. Because if you cast a prism on her, they'll just remove it. So that's not going to happen. So no prisms, unfortunately, even though we can use them for the challenge. We just gotta... Now, I do have, on this character, 36 armor piercing, which means I can pierce most of that 80%, or at least a lot of it. But that's still going to be 44% resistance that we just have to deal with and accept. Damage, resistance, I'll read it. We've made one final change, and that is we switched to the Triangle Socket Sinister Shadow deck, and that is because of this little jewel right here, the Animosity. If I go to here, I go fix jewels. Oh, I did not mean to unequip that. I need that. This jewel gives you Acrimony as a May cast, which means we don't have to cast this ourselves. All this does is put a bubble up for us that gives us 10% extra damage and 3% extra block. It's not much, but as a bonus cast, as an extra thing, I think that's valuable. So we are working with that. Yes, sir. Or that deck's the same. Armor is all the same. Nothing's changed. I did transfer over my Balanced Vulture just to have a little bit of extra damage, giving us a clean 125% extra damage. Yes. So, I guess that's all the preamble necessary. I'm nervous as hell. This is going to be a hard fight. I have to play very well. I have a good strategy. I need everything to go well. So with that being said, enough yap. Hopefully, we first try this.
I may not have the pleasure of killing Ambrose with my own hand, but sending him your head may be sweeter still. I forget myself. A queen should not act so basely. Such a threat is beneath me, especially now on the eve of my victory. Mirror Lake broke. Then Huracan the Horned One called to Xibalba. And then I brought down the sky. And you failed, and failed, and failed. But really, in the face of prophecy, what choice did you have? You dabble in shadow, but you have no idea what it truly means. Shadow forms reality, and reality bends to my whim. Face me in all my forms, and despair! Your blood shall water the foundation of my new universe. The Shadow Web!
Okay. Now, I do have the advantage of being Death Stool, which is the most broken stool in the game, because we have Drains, which Drains do damage and then heal me for half of what they inflict, which is really good for keeping alive. That being said, we still have a very tall order ahead of us. This is probably the hardest boss fight since Xibalba. The Doom Tree really doesn't compare. I have to stop sewing. I just have to get on with it. I just need to do it. I just need to do it. Alright, this hand's pretty bad. This hand's really shitty, actually. I have to be careful what I discard, though, because I can't discard too much. Okay, I think first things first, we want to take out the balance one. I think that's step one. We're going second, which isn't good. I would have preferred to go first. Sabertooth off rip is very fortunate, actually. That could have been a turn one raw. This means the balance Morganthe just lost 10 pips. They do get a death shield, but we pierce most of that. Now, what would be really unlucky is if the ice one uses Legion shield. That would give them an extra shield. I need everything to go correctly. Siren's off bat. That's fine. That's an accuracy penalty, but that shouldn't matter. It mattered. That's really unfortunate. Okay, we're off to a bad start. Deer Knights are free to discard. Scarecrow is no, I want to see here, actually. Blade's nice. I don't want to discard the curses. I'm scared to discard stuff because this is such a long fight. What's this? Ice Demon? That's fine. The issue is I need to get enough debuffs on the balance one to kill it. So if I hit too soon, I'm not going to really do any damage. The best thing that happens here is if they use all their pips. That's what we want. We want them to do that. The storm one's basically crippled. The balance one is basically crippled. Only the death and the ice one have any pips. The worst thing the ice one does is... Fuck. Nice. It's so good, actually. The worst thing the ice one does is stun me. So hopefully we don't get frost gianted. And there it is. There's the frost giant. The worst thing it could do. Oh, that sucks so hard. We've already been turn skipped once by the fizzle. That's a lot of health already gone. We're already down 2k. That's a lot, and we lost a turn. Okay, the bright side is most of them are out of stuff to do. You had to give me the accuracy penalty too. Okay. Wraith is fine. That's not a lot of damage. Oh, I need this to be going better than this. And so far it isn't. It's not so far. Okay. The problem is if I fizz this, I'm kind of fucked. This is gonna hurt. Losing 2 turns this early in the fight really sucks, actually. If I fizz this, I might reset. Going second as well, and then losing 2 turns effectively is just awful luck. Please don't fizzle. Okay, okay. Okay. And we get the Mage Cast. Okay, Mage Cast is huge. That's 10% extra damage. We will take that. We will take that to the bank, good sir. I don't want to... I have to consider this with this later. I think... we can draw more of these. We're not doing this right now. We're going to Blade. Let me just throw the Wraith. We're going to Blade. Can we stop with the fucking accuracy debuffs, bro? Get a life. It's fine. Please cast. Okay, okay. Good. Okay, balance one is at 6 pips. I think we could do a double feint stack here. Do I do that or I go for the Shepherd? I think... this is a nice pull as well. I think we're gonna... I think we go feint Scarecrow next. Let's do this. The problem is they're kind of refreshed on pips, so we could have a lot of damage. Dude! Do something else! You accuracy debuffing fool! Oh my goodness! That's okay. The death one just lost 7 pips to a Scarecrow. I still have like half my health. We're low, but we're not completely in trouble. It's not good though. The Storm one in particular worries me because they have a Blade as well. Okay. This is double feinted with a Death Trap and a Blade and the Aura. I think we go for the Dr. Von and try to kill the balance one. 2 passes is insane luck. Okay. That's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We just need to get lucky. We need some luck on our side. Yes, we do. Please, 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 please. Please cast. Yes. Okay. I don't know if this kills, but it's definitely a full heal. $1,400 health. Jesus Christ. Crit. Nice, nice, nice. This has the extra 10% from the acrimony. Oh, that's okay. That's one dead. That is the most annoying one off the board. Okay, and a full heal. One down. Okay, good, 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 good. We just have to do that. Okay, we're gonna discard this. This is gonna be a bit of a weird move, but I'm feeling kind of comfortable. I'm gonna set this up preemptively. We're using the Ward of the Night here to set up a gambit we can take advantage of at a later time. The Storm one's all like out of ammo, which is great. Death one passed. What are you doing? Shadow spell is... That's interesting. What's it want from me? What's the pack? It's going to be 3 neutral traps. They want curses. Well, luckily, I used this one on the Death one. I don't believe the Death one knows Dark Feet. Was that Dark Nova? I think that was Dark Nova. We did a little bit of life back, but more importantly, it places 3 negative healing charms on the Death one. That sets up a gambit for us with our Avenging Fossil to use at a later time. That being said, go for a blade. Now, the nice thing about the AI is that the AI is fucking stupid and doesn't know how to do shadow packs properly at all. So they're going to take some free damage from their own spell here. It's great for us. Just absolutely fantastic. Ooh, Dairy. Dairy's nice. We want to keep this for later. That's the thing we set that up for. We have more Dr. Von Monsters in the side deck. We just heard that. We're going to go for the curse. I think I want to kill the ice one next. Because the ice one in particular can put shields on the death one, and we do not want that to happen. They're doubling up on these. Okay. Okay, that's fine by me. I'll take all the traps. That's perfectly fine. Okay, that's free damage on her. And now she gets another one. She's gonna kill herself. This is great. The Storm one can just keep doing that and killing itself. Fantastic. Okay, I need to draw some actual buffs though. Faint! Oh my god, that's an insane pull. Okay. Yeah, that's what we do. We just faint. Purge Gamer, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the follows right at the end of this run. The end of the challenge run. Hopefully. Okay, drawing a stair. I don't already have a Scarecrow. We have TCs of this. We can discard that. We need to draw Amplify. Amplify's weird, right? Amplify's really weird. I think we need 2 buffs. TC Feint is such a good rip. That's really good. That's really good. Okay. I think with that, 2 feints, they have a curse on them. I have a blade. We have such good health. We are in no hurry. You hate her? Well, we are also her. We are Morganthe as well. But we're like the better one. The Storm one's just gonna fucking kill itself at this rate. I didn't think the Storm one would do this. Okay. Keep it up, girlfriend. We'll keep that up. Another 3,000 damage to itself. Let's go. Let's go. She's gonna kill herself. It's so funny. Okay, let's focus. Do we go for a crow here? I don't even know if we need to hit here. I could go for the shepherd. Okay, let's try to get enough to kill these two at the same time. We are not under any threat right now. Let's blade up. The storm one's just gonna keep killing itself. I don't know what you want me to say. That's a storm owl. That's a lot of damage. This is gonna hit like 2,000 damage, dude. Okay, I might be in a little bit more trouble than I thought. Oh, that's a big hit. I was talking all that shit. Okay. That's a big hit. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, we go Shadow Shep and do a Scarecrow, I think. I think we're so fucking good. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Doesn't matter. We could use those weaknesses we placed with the Lord of the Night to pay for our pact, but I'd rather just eat the damage up front and use those weaknesses to pay for the Avenging Fossil hit. This is good. The ice one I think is for sure dead. Okay. We're gonna go for a crow. That one's had a lot of damage coming to the storm one again. Another 3k to the storm. I almost feel bad beating up the storm one. It has brain damage apparently. Almost feels anticlimactic that the storm one has killed half its HP for me. Okay. The ice one should for sure be dead. Crit. We have the 45, the 35, plus the 55 from the Shadow Shepherd. Yeah, it's pissed off. I know. You big baby. Pay it off. That's fine. Boom. Ice one's dead. Ice one's dead for sure. I think the storm one's alive. Okay. That's 2 down. Alright. Just brain damage over here. Okay, we're gonna set this up right now. We're gonna send off Gary to attack the Death Morganthe. And then we can worry about you later. Because I think the storm one will just kill itself eventually. Okay. We'll take the natural attack. That's okay. We're actually so chilling, actually. We are actually so fine. We're at 4 different kinds of fine. The 2 most annoying ones are off the battlefield. The worst thing the storm does is give me accuracy penalties. Which I just don't care about. I just don't care about that. Okay, good. More traps. I'm just trapped for the rest of my life. Get rid of all the traps. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm locked to only spells Morganthe is used, so I unfortunately cannot use. But yeah, in a normal playthrough, there's a lot of options to deal with all this. I have 6 traps on me. That's actually insane. She's gonna die to herself. I think we leave her alone and we start focusing the Death one. Now the Death one, again, we can't prism them, but everything else is fair game. The Storm one should just kill itself eventually, because they're stupid. The Death one's not using any shadow magic. Ooh, that's a Shepherd. I love to see that, actually. Let's go for the Death Trap. I don't want to get too crazy with blades, because the Storm one does know Enfeeble. So until they're dead, I want to be safe. Alright, the Storm one's going to kill themselves. They're going to take another 3,000 here, because they're goofy-ah. 3 more traps. Time to pay up. Boom. 29.88. And here's a new pact for you. She's dead in 3 turns. No matter what she does, she dies in 3 turns. So we're gonna deal with that. And just focus on the death one. She's dead 900 HP. Ooh. No, don't get distracted. Focus on what's important. I don't love Crow here. Okay. The death one's just not doing anything. What is it doing? It has like 14 pips. What is the death one doing? It's just sitting there, menacingly. I mean, that's fine, baby. Ooh, we can clean this one up right now, actually. Let's kill this Morganthe right... Oh, this can use my blade. That was a mistake. A little bit of a mistake here, but you know what? At least we get the Stormbat one off the battlefield. We 1v1 the Death Morganthe, the real one in my eyes. Wait. Never mind, they're dead anyway! Never punished! Another, that's like the 15th Dark Nova. Jesus Christ. Alright, goodbye. She's dead. That's so funny. She's dead. I don't think there's anyone left to pay your pact, bro. That's supposed to... Oh, that's fucking great. That's fantastic, actually. All right, I need to draw buffs. I need to, because we can't prism the death one. Why the shadows spawn? Probably just game bug. Because this game is well designed. I need a feint. I need a feint really bad. Why aren't you doing anything? Why does the death one have... Okay, so... The storm one had a lobotomy, and the death one has apparently decided it doesn't want to do the fight anymore. It's decided it's on vacation. What is happening? Fuck it, I'm sending the Avenging Fossil. Let's just go. Alright, we have 3 weaknesses on them. They're just passing every turn. What is happening? I was meant to have climactic anti-fight, and it seems like the boss fight is so bugged. Why does the death one do nothing? It casted like a scarecrow all match. What are you bricked on? 16k? You're dead! The fight's over! What was that? Holy shit, that was so easy! What happened? What was that? What? They used one scarecrow though. After we watched the... They used one scarecrow! This one didn't want to do the fight anymore. It gave up and went home.
Its vibrant power courses through my veins like liquid fire. I will obliterate your living memory. No, wait, it's too much. The shadow burns cold. The song is too loud. I cannot hold it all. I cannot. No!
Well, that... I feel kind of underwhelmed, actually. I kind of feel like the final fight of this whole challenge run, one of them kills themselves, and the other one gives up. Like, once we killed the balanced one, I feel like the fight just ended. Like, it's like they didn't know how to cope with the loss of their friend, and so one of them tried to do something, the other one gave up, and the last one literally unalived themselves. What was that? Well, we beat... we did it! We beat Morganthe. Jesus fucking Christ. Dude... What? Well, I don't know what to say about that. I guess we'll finish the quest.
The sky falls, taking her with it. Her song comes to an end, and all that is left is silence.
Well, quest complete. We did it. Well, only one thing left to do, I suppose. Oh, it's in the shadow. I guess we'll finish Chrysalis. Let's wrap it up.
Morganthe is gone.
I'm right here.
This is what happens when you are not strong enough to control the power and allow it to instead consume you. You have absorbed a great deal of Morganthe's stolen power. Too much, in fact. Should you not shed it, it would consume you. Luckily, the answer is simple. Give it back to the land. Go to Zartakazanxion and restore the Celes Colossus. Then return to Bastion and revitalize the Rubicon Colossus. I will watch for you there.
Well, we don't really have to do all that. There's really not much point in continuing, to be honest. This was the end of the run. The run was over when we defeated Morgan. I'm actually kind of underwhelmed with how that fight went. I really thought that fight was going to be a lot harder than it was. I kind of feel bittersweet about this being the end of this 3-month-long challenge run. For 3 months, I've battled my way through Wizard 101 as Morganthe, only using her spells. And we get to the final fight, and it just feels like it bugged out. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is. I have ideas for the next challenge I'm going to do. I have the ideas for a Wizard 101 Nuzlocke I'm going to be attempting very soon. I'm still working out the full rule set. But, yeah, that will be happening very soon. This video will go up on YouTube very soon as the end to the Morganthe only challenge. I'm not continuing through Arc 3. I've made it clear very many times that I'm not doing that because there's not really any more spells Morganthe uses after this. Like, this was it. I don't have any more to pull for. There'll be no more progression. So this is where this challenge run ends. I will be back streaming soon. I really thought this was going to be a longer stream. I thought this was going to take me more than one attempt. But sometimes that's just the way it is. So thanks to anyone who ever watched any of the VODs on the channel. Thanks to anyone who came to any stream ever for this. And anyone at all who showed even a passing interest in this stupid little challenge run I've been working on. At all. I'm sorry it had such an anticlimactic ending. I think that kind of bites. I wish it was more climactic, but you know, sometimes the game from 2008 is just a janky game from 2008 and things don't work. But yeah, that's it. There's no more to say. I appreciate everyone, and thank you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me for the final fight, and I'll be back with the next challenge run very soon. Thank you all, and have a great one.